Here's what you missed this week on Play Mornings.
Here's a headline for you on this Tuesday morning. eBay has agreed to pay nearly $50 million to a couple who was sent cockroaches as well as a bloody pig mask. That is right. eBay has agreed to pay nearly $50 million to a couple over a years-long harassment campaign carried out by one of its former employees. And as well as the $50 million, it also includes $7 million in charitable donations. Now, the victims, David and Ina, were not able to go into detail on what exactly was happening to them or why one of eBay's former employees was sending them all of this stuff. However, the report included harassment details such as threatening social media messages, anonymous deliveries of live cockroaches and spiders, a funeral wreath, a bloody pig Halloween mask, a book about surviving the death of a spouse, pornographic magazines sent to a neighbor using David's name, and plans to secretly install a GPS tracker on the couple's vehicle. Now, all of that is terrible. I do feel for David and Ina. However, I don't think there's anything that you couldn't send me for $50 million. If I was getting $50 million, send me whatever you want, whenever you want, even after I get the 50 mil. You could send poop in a box every single day to my mother's address from me until the end of time. And for $50 million, I would not even tell her it wasn't me. I got a question for you. When you're finished showering, do you leave your shower curtain open or do you leave it closed? You leave it closed. What are you, a weirdo? No, the reason I ask is because studies show that if you leave the shower curtain open, it is actually better not just for your shower, but for your health as well, because fresh air and oxygen are hitting the wet parts easier, so it prevents mildew growth over time. Now, if you did answer the question and say you leave your shower curtain closed, that is crazy, not just because of the mildew growth, but also, do you not think there's somebody hiding behind your shower curtain? I'm 22, and I still can't fully close my eyes in the shower for like more than 15 seconds because I've seen the movie Psycho, and it ruined showers for me, which is why if you see me in person, I'm so stinky. I don't know why I'm spreading that out there. That's not true. I smell really good. I just can't close my eyes in the shower. It is time for everybody's favorite game where there is only one right answer and you already know it before the headline is read. If you think you know the answer, text in to 780-791-1037. Tell me, where in the world did this take place? Nude dining launches at South Blank Steakhouse. Nude dining launches at South Blank Steakhouse. If you guessed Florida, congrats, you're correct, and you know the game well. That's right, a steakhouse in South Florida has just launched where the diners can pay $150 to $300 per meal, and they can eat completely in the nude. Now, I have seen myself naked before, and nothing makes me lose an appetite more than seeing my big old gut as well as my bare legs. So I don't know if anybody's going to be able to eat at the steakhouse, but if you are, let's hope the steak is cold, because if you drop any, it's certainly not hitting pants. In a tale as old as time, a 76-year-old man from London was sentenced after admitting to killing his neighbor's fish and damaging a garden pond. Gary Duffy said he was driven completely insane by the constant noise of the pond's water pump. He pleaded guilty to 3 counts of damaging property and 1 count of unlawfully destroying a fish, which I'm sure in the UK, the actual law is destroying fish and chips, and they've never had the former. They've only ever had the latter. Now, the court heard Duffy warned his neighbor that if the noise wasn't addressed, he would take matters into his own hands, and boy did he, dumping motor oil into the pond, damaging the entire pond and everything in it, including the fish, who I guess, reacted poorly to the motor oil. But I think you need to come up with a better way to either kill the fish or, kind of off your neighbor. The mafia doesn't say you're going to swim with the fishes because they think it sounds cool bringing up fishes, and you shouldn't say take matters into my own hands when all you're gonna do is go after the fish. Go after the neighbor. We've all been in a neighborhood with an HOA who hasn't done anything or who's done too much. You gotta kind of skirt the line. Now, I've never killed anybody yet, but if my neighbors continue to do exactly what they're doing in my apartment building, I might have to pour motor oil somewhere else if you catch my fish. I mean, drift. Shoot! Play Mornings, I'm John, and in a I can't believe that didn't work story, a woman was arrested after allegedly pointing a gun at a KFC employee. That's right, police say Nadia became upset over the wait time in the drive-thru, and according to the investigation, she argued with the employees before driving to the restaurant's parking lot, popping her trunk, retrieving an AR-15 style rifle, and pointed it at the KFC employee in a threatening manner. And she did not drive away. She waited until the cops got there. An AR-15? Listen, if you're like, yeah, she pulled out like a pistol or a Glock or even like nunchucks, I would be like, okay, an AR-15? Hey, listen, if you have access to an AR-15, you should not be eating KFC. You should be having way better food with, like, Scarface. I cannot believe it is time to play this game once again. You know it. It is everybody's favorite game where the only answer is, of course, Florida. That's right. I give you a headline. You tell me where in the world this took place at 780-791-1037. A blank man has been charged with attempted murder after allegedly cutting off a diver's air supply during a dispute over a lobster diving spot. Where in the world did this take place? 780-791-1037. That's right. If you guessed Florida, you are absolutely correct. And if you guessed anywhere else, well, one, you're bad at this game, and two, you probably weren't listening. Police say Michael Simpson, 51 years old, became angry that another boat was diving for lobsters in what he considered his area. The incident happened July 29th off the coast of Miami, and according to investigators, Simpson approached and then argued with the other boat's occupants. He allegedly said he could turn off the air supply if he wanted to. He then jumped in the water and intentionally shut off a juvenile diver's tankless air supply, which means it was someone under 18 that this 50-year-old was essentially attempting to murder. Now, the boat's captain jumped into the water to rescue the diver after realizing the air had been cut off, and then the diver surfaced, tangled in the hose and the anchor line, gasping for air, appearing disoriented. Now, police say surveillance video showed Simpson swimming away before leaving in his boat. He remains charged with attempted murder and is currently being held on a $10,000 bond, which personally I don't think is enough. Although Florida has the death penalty, and if he got the chair, would his last meal still be a lobster?